Next is settings. Settings are global settings. So you have to be very cautious when you change or update the settings. Why? Because the settings can directly impact your software's behavior. So let's see all the settings one by one. Company, this is none other than name of the company. The email, the email is the sender email ID used for sending appointment to the customer or sending invoice to the customer, just in case invoice or appointment notifications are enabled. Integrating with an email server is a prerequisite in order to send the notification. Next is active numbers, which is not fully functional, which will add as a new functionality in the coming releases. Telephone is just a telephone number of your organization. SMS number definitely required for sending SMS alert just in case SMS is integrated with the software. The only supported language is English. However, in the future, new languages like Arabic would be added. So address is address of the saloon or organization. Start time and end time is the start time and end time of the saloon. This is currently not in use anywhere in the software. However, in the future, start time and end time will be used in the appointment to make sure that appointments are falling within your saloon start time and end time. Time format, currently only one time format is supported. However, in the future releases, new format will be added. Time zone is very important because changing the time zone can change the time settings in your saloon software. So depending upon the country from which you are operating, you can change this to corresponding country's time zone. Calendar per show and show months are currently zero, never not used anywhere. Currency is important. Depending upon the currency you want, you have to update the currency. So this currency will be used throughout the saloon application, including in invoices. So theme, right now only one theme. However, in the future, new theme could be added. Tax ID is again not used anywhere in the saloon. This is for the future use. However, tax name is important because this tax ID will be used in the invoices. So setting the correct tax name. Sorry, tax name is very important. Why? Because this tax name would be used in the invoices and its printing or in invoice receipts. So right now I'm using VAT, which is the tax name in the UAE. However, depending upon the country in which you are operating, you have to change this tax name to some other value. Tax value is the tax percentage that will be used in the software for the calculation. It could be it could be 5% or 10%, 18%. This value is very important because using which actually the tax calculation will be happening. If there is no tax, you can keep this value zero. Homepage is the homepages of your saloon. And this is again will be used in the receipt which will be given to the customers from the post. So default country code, default country code will be used when you are adding a mobile number. Some like when you are adding a new customer, then customer number will be given. So there, the default country code will be automatically appeared as a prefix. So that you don't need to enter the country code all the time. So depending upon the country code you need, you can update this value. Next is default customer ID. The default customer ID is specifically for desktop application. You can go to any customer uh, in the software and find out the ID of the customer, and that ID can be added as default customer ID. So in this case, this customer will be automatically selected as a default customer while creating invoice from the desktop application. So one great example would be, just in case you wanted to add it as a walk-in customer as a default customer with a default mobile number. In this case, that customer ID can be added here as a default customer ID. And one important things to note: at present, the the desktop application required a default customer ID to be configured. Otherwise, desktop application won't work. So next is upload logo. Here you can actually choose a file and upload the logo. Please note that uploading a logo will take 2 or 3 hours to come into effect because of the caching at the software level. So you may need to wait 4 hours to see that logo is changing. This logo will be used in the invoices mainly, also in the logo what you see here. Similarly, there is another section for upload black and white post logo. This will be used for post prints or post receipts, and also it will also allow you to upload and seal for the company. So this will be used for used in the PDF invoices downloaded from the invoice view. Similarly, you it will also allow you to create adapters. So different adapters will be discussed under adapter sessions here. So it right now allows two different types of adapters. One is SMTP adapter, which is normal SMTP. You could use your own SMTP server in order to send email, or there is SendGrid one as well. In either case, you have to come to adapters, add corresponding adapter, and then come and select the required adapter here. So then invoice prefix, this is to customize the invoice number. If no prefix is given, your invoice will be starting from 001. Just in case you need a prefix for that invoice, something like INV, then in this case you have to mention that invoice prefix. Then you have open invoice, print invoice, email notify, and WhatsApp notify, SMS notify. This will help you to enable and disable certain functionalities. However, these are not yet um, functional, which will be supported in the coming releases. Now settings are updated.